welcome to Open University. In the last class, we are discussing about some formulas of your full wave rectifier with capacitor filter. Okay, we derived some formulas, 6 formulas like your peak to peak ripple voltage, ripple factor, DC output voltage, angle of conduction, then average diode current and peak diode current. Okay, now write down one question on this full wave rectifier with capacitor filter. Write down one question on full wave rectifier with capacitor filter. A full wave rectifier uses a capacitor of 750 microfarad. A capacitor of 750 microfarad in parallel to a load of 1 kilo ohm. In parallel to a load of 1 kilo ohm. Full stop. If 50, write down this, if 50 volt transformer is used, if 50 volt transformer is used and line frequency is 50 Hz then calculate first point average output current and voltage. Average output current and voltage. Average output current and voltage. Second point, write down peak to peak ripple voltage. Peak to peak ripple voltage. Peak to peak ripple voltage. Third point, ripple factor. Ripple factor. And fourth point, regulation factor. Regulation factor. So, what are the data given? A full wave rectifier uses a capacitor of 750 microfarad. Capacitance value is 750 microfarad in parallel to a load of 1 kilo ohm. RL value is given 1 kilo ohm. If 50, volt transformer is used, that is nothing but the voltage of that means it is a center tapped transformer. Okay, it is a center tapped transformer whose voltage is given to be something like this. The center terminal is grounded and this voltage is given to be 50 volt with respect to ground, and this voltage is given to be 50 volt with respect to ground. What are these voltages? They are the RMS voltage. Okay, RMS value of the input voltage is given. Okay, and line frequency. So if RMS value is given, that is nothing but Vm by root 2 is given to be 50 volt. So what is Vm? 50 under root 2, which will be 70.7 volt. 70.7 volt. This is nothing but the RMS value of VA. So VA RMS value is 50 volt, and what will be the RMS value of VB? Minus 50 volt. So the RMS value of VA RMS voltage of VA is given to be 50 volt. So what will be the RMS voltage of VB? That is minus 50 volt. And VA and VB are both are sinusoidal signals. So RMS value Bm by root 2, which is 50. So Bm value is 70.7 volt. So I can say that Bm value is 70.7 volt. And input frequency is given to be 50 hertz. Line frequency is nothing but input frequency. The first point is asked to find out what is the average output current. Okay, that is nothing but IDC, and average output voltage that is nothing but your VDC. So you can calculate the value of IDC like this. How to calculate the value of IDC first? Your BDC value equal to Vm minus Vr by 2. This is what we know. The DC output voltage is Vm minus Vr by 2. What is VDC? It is nothing but IDC into RL. It is Vm minus, what is Vr? Peak to peak ripple voltage of your full wave rectifier. That is IDC by 2 F naught C. IDC by 2 F naught C, it will become IDC by 4 F naught C. Okay, if you bring IDC common, then it will be RL plus 1 by 4 F naught C equal to Vm. So you can write IDC equal to Vm by RL plus 1 by 4 F naught C. The value of Vm is 70.7 volt divided by, what is RL? RL is 1 kilo ohm plus 1 by 4 into 50 into 750 into 10 power minus 6. Okay. If you calculate this value, the value of IDC will be 70.2 milliampere. 70.2 milliampere. Then how to get VDC value? VDC will be equal to IDC into RL. IDC is 70.2 milliampere. RL value is 1 kilo ohm. Then it will become 70.2 volt. The value of VDC is 70.2 volt. The DC output voltage is 70.2 volt and the DC output current is 70.2 milliampere. Next, go to the second question, that is peak to peak ripple voltage. Second question, peak to peak ripple voltage VR. VR equal to IDC by to F naught C. IDC value is 70.2 milliampere divided by 2 into 50 into 750 into 10 power minus 6, which will be 0.936 volt. What is the third question? Ripple factor. Third question, ripple factor. What was the formula of ripple factor? 1 by 4 root 3 F naught C into RL. It will be 1 by 4 root 3 into input frequency, that is 50. Capacitance value is 750 into 10 power minus 6 into RL value is 1 into 10 power 3. If you will calculate, then your ripple factor will be 3.84 into 10 power minus 3. Go to the fourth question. Regulation factor. So how to get percentage regulation? It is VDCNL minus VDCFL by VDCFL into 100. This is what we studied in the topic of rectifier. Percentage regulation is VDCNL minus VDCFL by VDCFL into 100. What is percentage regulation? It is the amount of change in the DC output voltage due to the change in load current. Okay. What is VDCNL? When load current is 0. And what is VDCFL? When load current is non-zero. Now, in this question, we are talking about full wave rectifier with capacitor filter, and in this case, in full wave rectifier with capacitor filter, when we discuss the topic of special case, okay, under this topic of full wave rectifier with capacitor filter, we are discussing about special case, okay, where RL was not connected. When RL was not connected, something like this. This is your center tapped full wave rectifier. Only capacitor is present, okay, but I am not connecting the RL. Whatever DC output voltage, in this case, what was the output voltage? Is Vm. Okay, output voltage was constant at Vm because there was no discharge power. Now, this output voltage is nothing but the VDCNL. Okay, this voltage is nothing but your VDCNL. VDCNL is the DC output voltage when load resistance is not present. Okay, when load resistance is not present. So you can write VDCNL is Vm. What is the value of Vm? 70.7 volt minus what is VDCFL? VDCFL is nothing but your DC output voltage when load current flows, and that DC output voltage was 70.2 volt. Now we calculate this value, 70.2 volt divided by 70.2 volt into 100, then this value will be 0.7%, 0.7%. See, what was your DC output voltage of your full wave rectifier with capacitor filter? VDC equal to Vm minus Vr by 2, that is IDC by 4F naught C. IDC by 4F naught C. What is this Vm? This Vm is your VTH, and 1 by 4 F naught C is your RTH. So the Thevenin's equivalent circuit of your full wave rectifier with capacitor filter will be something like this. VTH equal to Vm and your RTH equal to 1 by 4 F naught C, and this is your RL, this is your ITC. This is the Thevenin's equivalent circuit of full wave rectifier with capacitor filter. Write down one note. If capacitor is used as filter, in full wave rectifier, then Thevenin's equivalent circuit will be as shown. Write down this equation. VDC equal to Vm minus IDC by 1 by 4 F, IDC by 4 F naught C, or this VTH equal to Vm and RTH equal to 1 by 4 F naught C. RTH equal to 1 by 4 F naught C and VTH equal to Vm. Okay. This is the Thevenin's equivalent circuit of your full wave rectifier with capacitor filter. What will be the Thevenin's equivalent circuit of your half wave rectifier with capacitor filter? What was the DC output voltage? It was Vm minus Vr by 2 equal to IDC by 2 F naught C. Then what will be VTH equal to Vm and RTH equal to 1 by 2 F naught C. RTH equal to 1 by 2 F naught C. VTH value is same in both cases. Only RTH value is 1 by 2 F naught C in case of your half wave rectifier, and RTH value is 1 by 4 F naught C in case of full wave rectifier. Remember this value. RTH value is 1 by 2 F naught C in case of half wave rectifier, and 1/4 F naught C in case of full wave rectifier. Write down one question under this full wave rectifier with capacitor filter. Calculate the value of capacitance. Calculate the value of capacitance in bridge rectifier shown. If diodes have cut-in voltage 0.7 volt, and peak to peak ripple voltage is 2 volt, and peak to peak ripple voltage is 2 volt, full stop. Draw the diagram first. This is your Vs. Plus or minus V naught, and the load resistance value is 10 kilo ohm. RL value is 10 kilo ohm. What is Vs value is given? Vs is given to be 60 sine 2 pi f naught t. 60 sine 2 pi f naught c, or f naught value is given to be 60 hertz. Draw the diagram. This is basically a bridge rectifier with capacitor filter. Okay, you can connect this RL and C in this way. Okay, or capacitor and RL will be connected like this. Okay, so this is a bridge rectifier with capacitor filter. What are the data given? And basically it is a high voltage rectifier with capacitor filter. Okay, no step down transformer, means it is high voltage power supply. Directly the high voltage is applied to the rectifier and filter circuit. So what are the data given first? Diodes have cut-in voltage 0.7 volt. Cut-in voltage of the diode of each diode is given to be V gamma equal to 0.7 volt. Cut-in voltage of each diode is 0.7 volt. They are practical diodes now. Okay. And peak to peak ripple voltage is given to 2 volt. VR is given to be 2 volt. And it is asked to find out, calculate the value of capacitance. Calculate the value of capacitance. How to get the value of capacitance? We know that for full wave rectifier with capacitor filter, the value of VR is IDC by 2F naught C. VR formula is IDC by 2F naught C. VR value is given, IDC is not known. Okay, so first know what is the value of IDC, then we can calculate value of C. How to get IDC? How to get IDC? What was the BDC formula? Formula of BDC? BDC formula was Vm minus VR by 2. This formula is useful if diodes are ideal. Okay, whether it is half wave rectifier or full wave rectifier, this formula will be applied if diodes have cut-in voltage zero cut-in voltage, or if diodes are ideal. If diodes are not ideal, then the cut-in voltage will be considered. Okay, then the value of cut-in voltage will be considered. Then what will be the value of BDC? This BDC will be Vm minus VR by 2 minus V gamma in case of half wave rectifier and center tap full wave rectifier. Okay, in case of half wave rectifier as well as center tap full wave rectifier. But this value will be BDC equal to Vm minus VR by 2 minus 2 V gamma in case of bridge rectifier. In case of bridge rectifier with capacitor filter, this formula will be used, and this formula is for half wave rectifier, and center tapped full wave rectifier. With capacitor filter. Because certain voltage will drop across the diode. So the DC output voltage will be Vm minus VR by 2 minus V gamma in case of half wave rectifier, and minus 2 V gamma in case of full wave rectifier. Why it is 2 in case of 2? Why it is 2 V gamma in case of bridge rectifier? Because at a time 2 diodes will be activated. At a time 2 diodes will become forward biased. So the voltage across both the diodes will be 2 V gamma. So the DC voltage is minus 2 V gamma. But in case of half wave rectifier, only one diode will be activated, and so the cut-in voltage will be V gamma. This formula also for full wave rectifier with center tap full wave rectifier. Remember this formula. Okay. Remember this formula for bridge rectifier and this formula for half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier, that is particularly center tap full wave rectifier. Remember these two formula. Now it is in the case of bridge rectifier with capacitor filter, so we can use this formula. Okay, use this formula now. My interest is to find out what is the value of IDC. Now, what is Vm? Vm is the maximum value of input voltage. What is the maximum value? 60 volt. So 60 minus what is VR is 2, 2 by 2 that is 1 minus what is V gamma 0.7 volt. So 2 into 0.7 that is 1.4 volt. If you subtract, then the value of VDC will be 57.6 volt. 57.6 volt. This is your VDC. Then what will be IDC? IDC will be VDC by RL. VDC is 57.6 volt. And what is RL value? 10 kilo ohm. 10 kilo ohm. Then it will be 5.76 milliampere. IDC will be 5.76 milliampere. Substitute here 5.76 into 10 power minus 3 divided by 2 into 50 into what is value of C is unknown. What is value of VR is 2 volt. So what will be the value of C? It will be 5.76 into 10 power minus 3 divided by 2 into 50. Then the value of C will be 24 microfarad. 24 microfarad. Next, give the third type of filter, that is LC filter. LC filter or L section filter. Give the heading LC filter or L section filter. L section filter. LC filter means inductor capacitor filter. Okay, this is the last filter and it is the best one. There are three types of filter. One is inductor filter, capacitor filter and LC filter. And basically filter is used to remove the unwanted AC component which is present in the output of a rectifier. Okay, see, this is your rectifier. This is your rectifier. The input of the rectifier is pure AC signal, and the output is combination of AC and DC. That is nothing but pulsating DC. So IAC plus IDC. Now this AC component is unwanted. Okay, and to remove this unwanted AC component we will use filter. Okay, in the last class we discussed about inductor filter, how inductor filter remove this unwanted AC component by connecting a large inductor in series with RL. Then we studied about capacitor filter, where capacitor was connected in parallel to RL. Okay. Now see what is LC filter. Now this LC filter consists of an inductor like this and a capacitor like this. This is your RL, this is your output voltage, this is your capacitor, and this is your inductor. This is your LC filter. Write down one point under this LC filter. This is your LC filter. This is your LC filter. Write down one point. It consists of a large inductor and a large capacitor. And a large capacitor. Now let's understand the operation. How it will remove or reduce the strength of the AC component. Basically, it will reduce the strength of the AC component. Okay. Now, if you consider AC component only, we know that the inductor value should be selected such that its reactance XL should be much more greater than RL, and capacitance value should be selected such that its reactance XC should be much more less than RC, must be less than RL. Okay. So what will happen, since reactance of inductor is very larger than RL, so most of the AC component will drop across the inductor because its reactance is greater compared to RL. So what will happen, most of the AC component will drop across this inductor and the remaining AC component will pass through the capacitor. Okay, will pass through the capacitor because reactance of capacitor is very small. So whatever AC component will flow through inductor, the remaining AC component will pass through the capacitor. Most of the AC component will drop across the inductor and the remaining AC component will pass through the capacitor. So there will be a very negligible amount of AC component that will pass through the RL. Okay. In inductor filter, what happened? There was no capacitor. So certain amount of AC component was there in RL. Now if you want to remove further this AC component, you need to connect a capacitor like this. Then what will happen? The remaining AC component will pass through the capacitor and in the load there will be very negligible amount of AC component. Okay. So in the output you will get a little amount of AC component and DC component. There will be some AC component in the output of the filter. It cannot be completely removed. Okay, in the output of the filter, you will get a little amount of AC component. Okay, write down this point. Inductor will block or reduce by offering, or reduce the AC component by offering, high reactance, in bracket, because L is larger value. Next, this reduced AC component or the remaining AC component will flow almost through capacitor. The remaining AC component will flow almost through capacitor because capacitor offers low reactance to AC component. Low reactance to AC components. Thus, next point, thus flow of AC component through RL becomes approximately zero. Next point, DC component IDC will flow through inductor and then through RL. Because for DC source, capacitor becomes open circuited and inductor becomes short circuited. So whatever DC present in the output of the rectifier, same DC will be available at the output. Okay. Next point, this LC filter provides less ripple or better filtering than capacitor and inductor filter. This LC filter provides less ripple or better filtering of AC component than capacitor and inductor filter. Then what will the ripple factor of full wave rectifier with capacitor filter? Formula for full wave rectifier with LC filter. What is the formula for ripple factor? For full wave rectifier with LC filter, the ripple factor formula is under root 2 by 3 mod XC by mod XL. Mod XC by mod XL. This is the formula. What is the value of mod XC? XC is 1 by 2 omega naught C. XC is 1 by omega naught, XC equal to 1 by omega C. But we have to calculate at ripple frequency. For full wave rectifier, ripple frequency is 2 omega naught, so that's why 1 by 2 omega naught C. And what is the value of XL? Omega L, that is nothing but 2 omega naught L. Okay, our XC is 1 by 2 omega naught C and XL is 2 omega naught L. Remember this for full wave rectifier with LC filter, ripple factor formula. And here ripple factor is independent of RL. Write down this point. For LC filter, ripple factor is independent of load resistance RL. For LC filter, ripple factor is independent of RL. For inductor filter, ripple factor formula was RL by 3 root 2 omega naught L. And for capacitor filter, half wave rectifier with capacitor filter, ripple factor was 1 by 2 root 3 F naught C into RL. And for full wave rectifier with capacitor filter, the ripple factor is 1 by 4 root 3 into F naught C into RL. But here, ripple factor is independent of RL. Then what will be the formula for DC output voltage? DC output voltage of your full wave rectifier with LC filter. The DC output voltage will same as inductor filter. Okay, the DC output voltage of LC filter is same as inductor filter. What is the DC output voltage of your inductor filter? DC output voltage of full wave rectifier, write down DC output voltage of full wave rectifier with inductor filter is same as DC output voltage of full wave rectifier with LC filter. Okay, so the DC output voltage of your full wave rectifier with the LC filter will be 2 Vm by pi. This is ideal case, and it will be 2 Vm by pi minus IDC into R, where this R is RF plus RSW by 2 plus R of inductor. This is when diodes are ideal, means diodes, secondary winding and inductor, when all components are ideal, the DC output voltage formula is this. And when diodes are not ideal and your secondary winding is not ideal and your inductor is not ideal, then you can use this formula, where R is RF plus RSW by 2 plus R of inductor. Okay, this is when full wave rectifier, particularly center tap full wave rectifier. For bridge rectifier, this is for center tap full wave rectifier. For bridge rectifier, this RSW term will not be there, because these are nothing but internal DC drop. IDC into R is nothing but the internal DC drop. Okay, for bridge rectifier, RF will be replaced with 2 times RF plus R of inductor. There will be no RSW term, because the voltage across the secondary winding is 0, because current through the secondary winding in bridge rectifier is bidirectional. This is for bridge rectifier, and this is for center tapped full wave rectifier. The formula for BDC. This formula is for full wave rectifier. It can be center tap full wave rectifier or bridge rectifier. Okay, remember this ripple factor formula and DC output voltage formula for full wave rectifier with LC filter, and this DC output voltage formula for LC filter is same as inductor filter. Okay, next give the heading. This is the completion of your filter topic. Okay, keep one heading, bleeder resistance. Bleeder resistance. Give one heading, bleeder resistance. What is bleeder resistance? Write down one point. It is a very large value of resistance. It is a very large value of resistance. It is a very large value of resist. It is a very large resistor. What is bleeder resist? Not resistance. Bleeder resistor. Bleeder resistor. Bleeder resistor. What is bleeder resistor? Write down the point. It is a very large resistor. It is a very large resistor which is connected in parallel to capacitor. Which is connected in parallel to capacitor in high voltage power supply. In high voltage power supply. Full stop. This resistor provides a discharge path to capacitance or to capacitor, provides a discharge path to capacitor in absence of RL. In absence of RL. See, this is your rectifier. And this is your capacitor. Rectifier with capacitor filter. In parallel to capacitor, there will be a very large value of resistor that will be connected. That is nothing but bleeder resistor RB. Okay, here RL is not present. Okay, RL is not present. This is your RL. This RB is much more greater than RL. A very large value of resistor which is connected in parallel to RL, in parallel to capacitor in absence of RL. When RL is not connected, you have to connect a very large value of resistor, that is nothing but a bleeder resistor, to provide a discharge path. Okay, to provide a discharge path in high voltage power supply. High voltage power supply means directly input given, that is pure AC signal will be, a high voltage will be directly given to the rectifier. No step down transformer. Step down transformer will not be used. Directly the AC supply will be given to the rectifier. Okay. In special case of your rectifier with capacitor filter, when RL was not present, the output voltage was V0 was Vm. Output voltage V0 was Vm. What is Vm? Maximum value of input voltage. Suppose input AC signal having RMS value 220 volt. 220 volt RMS. If input signal having RMS value 220 volt, that is nothing but Vm by root 2 is 220 volt. So what will be Vm value? 220 into under root 2, which will be 311 volt. So Vm will be 311 volt. 311 volt. That means your output voltage becomes 311 volt. If RL is not connected, the output voltage in high voltage power supply will be 311 volt. That is nothing but the voltage across capacitor. So what will happen? If this much of amount of voltage will be present in the output of the capacitor, since there is no discharge path connected, suppose if you will not connect RB, what will happen? This much of high voltage may result into some electrical shock. Okay. So to prevent electrical shock, you have to connect a very large value of resistance, so that what will happen? capacitor can discharge through the RB, through the bleeder resistance. Slowly its voltage will decrease, capacitor voltage will decrease. Okay, that means even if power supply is not connected, capacitor will have some voltage of 311 volt, which may result into some electrical shock. Okay, that's why to avoid electrical shock we have to connect a very large value of resistance so that capacitor can discharge. Okay, write down this point. If RB is not connected, then a high voltage in bracket 311 volt will be present across the capacitor, even if AC supply is off. Even if you are not applying any supply, capacitor will hold this much of voltage because capacitor cannot discharge. Okay, even if AC supply is off, full stop. This high voltage across capacitor may result a electrical shock, full stop. May result a electrical shock, full stop. Hence RB should be connected in case of high voltage rectification, so that capacitor has discharge path through RB. Full stop. Write one note. Bleeder resistor is used in LC filter. Also to provide a path for inductor current in absence of RL. See, this is your LC filter. Okay, I am not connecting RL. Okay, the output will be AC plus DC. Okay, and you are connecting a resistor, that is RB, in parallel to capacitor. So here also RB is connected to provide a path for current through RL.